Yo, what's up, everybody? This is 24 Chambers of Film. I'm Steven. This is Nathan. And today we have another trailer reaction. Today it's the final trailer for the new Alien film, Alien Romulus, directed by Fede Alvarez, also produced by Ridley Scott. Yeah, if you don't know, this film takes place in between Alien and Aliens in the timeline, from what I understand. So, have you seen any of the other trailers for this?
Nope, I have not seen. I haven't watched anything aliens related since I saw Aliens 2. I haven't seen any of the Alien versus Predator, any of the other movies that are supposed to be tied into the Alien universe. So I have no idea what.
What to
Like I
expect?
know as much as I know is what you've told me now.
So you don't know, you didn't see Aliens 3 or Alien Resurrection?
Mm-mm.
And yeah, so James Cameron's Aliens is the last memory of Aliens you have,
Yep.
basically. Okay, cool. You didn't watch that terrible Alien Covenant?
Mm-mm.
Okay, cool.
I
All
didn't
right
even know
then.
that existed.
Yeah. Well, Ridley Scott, Ridley Scott directed the original one. He directed that one, that most recent Alien movie, and it was, in my opinion, not great at all. But yeah, let's get into the trailer. Let's see what we think of this. And yeah, on go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Are you sure you want to do this? There she is.
You want to break into and steal highly regulated equipment.
This could be our only ticket out of here. Should be in and out in 30 minutes.
I am not already a fan of the cast.
Well, why are you hating?
Like they all look like teenagers. It just I don't
Yeah,
know.
they're supposed to be young, I guess, in this one, like hoodlums in space.
Yeah, just not.
This place gives me the creeps. What the hell is this?
I don't know.
The problem I have with these is like how different can they make these from other aliens movies at this point?
No, there's a formula. It just has to be executed right.
Young?
Stop playing around, man. Just get up.
I'm not playing around. There's something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in
I
the
don't know.
water?
There's just something in the fucking water.
Yeah.
Run.
Is that the scene from Alien 1?
Navarro, Navarro. I don't know what to do.
I'll tell you what I do know. Navarro's not making it out of there.
Yeah.
Together.
Let's go.
Impact event in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Alien Romulus. All right. So before we get into our thoughts, what is your feelings towards the Alien movies that you have seen?
I think they're
Alien-
very good, especially Alien 1. I
Yeah.
think that's very good. It's a classic. I would actually, being that it's one of the first movies where you get like a strong female lead, like I
Mhm.
show it to my daughters when they're old enough. Yes, because it's
Yeah.
like, look, look how badass Ridley is, right? Or Ripley, sorry.
Yeah. Ripley, yeah.
Um, and I
Aliens.
don't know. I just that was it was good too. I just these new ones. I don't know. I just
What's your issues with the trailer? You clearly have issues besides the cast that you said because they're young.
it just yeah. It doesn't. It
I
just
I really like the main girl. She's from Civil War.
Yeah,
Kaylee
I was trying
Spacey.
to figure out. I was trying to figure out where I seen her from.
I
Okay,
think it's
that's where I
Ellie
seen her. Then.
Spacey is her name, I think, or Kaylee Spacey. But yeah, I like her as an actor. She's obviously the. It looks like she's the Ripley of this movie.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically the same thing over. They're just changing the cast to appeal to what you know. It just honestly, that movie's probably not made for someone who was around when like the original. I don't think they're trying to bring back the original. They're trying to gain new fans, and you got to cater to them.
Well,
And
I'll say this: it does look like they're put like it looks part of that world of those movies. It looks the aesthetic looks good. It looks like they put effort. Obviously, like when the face huggers are running around, that is obviously computer generated. But everything else looks like the alien itself looks practical. It looks like they didn't make him like some CGI alien from the other trailers and this one. So I like that they're sticking to mostly practical. Like I said, I know there's going to be some CGI elements, obviously, but it looks like and I like it that it's just back in the ship, like the whole movie. It seems like for the majority, like the last one, Alien Covenant, they land on a planet. Even Prometheus, which is part of the Alien universe, they're on a ship, but they end up going on a planet, and it's up, being a whole nother thing.
I
And
do want to see how they set it up so that hoodlums can all of a sudden get into space like that, for it to make
yeah,
sense.
well,
That's what I'm that. That's what I would be interested because I know they take place in the future, right? But up
yeah,
until this point, pretty much everyone involved in these movies, as character-wise, have been specialists essentially, right? And these are
yeah, like they
hoodlums
live,
who are, yeah, these are
yeah.
hoodlums who are now
They could.
aboard this ship.
I think in this world, in that future, it's very accessible to go into space.
But again, if you look at the first Alien and then Aliens, and this is supposed to take place in between, right?
Hmm.
They obviously do go into detail about that. We won't assume that military scientists are the type of people that get up there. So I want to know how they make it make sense that these hoodlums can get up into space if it's taking place. Now, they've never set that up. So yeah, they can make up whatever they want, right?
Yeah.
But it seems like space is still for specialists. And I'm curious to see. I'm not saying that
Well,
they can't.
that's
I'm not
the
saying that
thing.
they
It's
can't do
never
that. What
been.
I want
Yeah.
to see is how they set it up. I hope they're
Mhm.
not just like, we're in the future, you can go to space because it's normal. I hope they actually take time to set that up. And they make it seem like maybe one of the guys was in the military and had practice driving the ships, and then now he's out and he's a who. I don't know. I hate movies that have to do with supernatural or future stuff, and they're basically just like, it's the future. You can do whatever the fuck you want, you know. So I hope they just set that up.
That only bothers me if the movie's not good. But
Well, that bothers me more if the movie is good and then they have something like that they leave out.
No, because at the end of the day, it's kind of one of those things that I don't need to spend overly much time into it. Look, if it's in the future and those movies take place way in the future, not like very in the near future or anything like that, they could easily be it's something where they can access space. In the first one, they're on a job, their work. They're like
Yeah, they're specialists.
they're basically what are they? I forgot the term, but yeah, they're doing their job. And then the second one, yeah, it's military, yeah. But it seems like it's not unlikely that people can easily they have the capabilities of riding into space to whatever the fuck, just to joyride, But yeah, we'll see how they set it up. We'll see how they set it up.
The only the counter to that I would say is like, think about someone 80 years ago and you tell them a movie about now and they're like, they think, oh, we can just go into the air and fly whenever we want. Like, we can like go fly, but if 5 guys who've never taken flying lessons before, they're not going to get a plane off the ground if they try to steal it, right? So
Well, it
that's what
depends
I'm
how it is.
saying.
Yeah, it depends.
That's what I'm
how
saying.
it is.
I
Well,
hope
look,
there's some type of setup. That's all. That's all I want. Some type of setup.
There could be flying cars, and that's very much a pilot.
They clearly are in some special ship that you saw them go up there in that trailer.
Yeah, but if
I'm
you
trying to make excuses for it,
no,
right?
no, but if you can,
You're making up
cars,
excuses because you know that you making up excuses because you already know they're gonna fuck it up.
No, listen. If there's flying cars, that's essentially you're a pilot. If you can fly a flying car.
That's like telling someone who flies
what I'm saying
a plane and flies. That's why there's different type of plane licenses. They're not all the same.
What I'm saying is there could be a simple explanation of transit.
Let me put it this way: Can you drive a semi truck?
No, but it's a lot. But it can be easily learned. But everyone
drives.
But it can be easily learned. So it's very simple that 2 of them or even multiple of them can learn how to fly a
Define
spaceship.
easily learned. I guarantee you they're not going to
With-
show these guys taking the time.
With practice. Yeah, they're not. They don't need to show. All they need to do is tell, yeah, I took these lessons and now I know how to fucking drive this ship. Okay, that's all they need to do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They need. I hope there is some type of background. It's not just all of a sudden they're booming the ship and they go up there.
Yeah,
I hope
mean,
they set it up.
I don't think. I think they'll have some little setup at least, but they're not going to harp on that subject at all. I think it's going to be very.
No,
quick
I just
and
hope they. I just even if it's 5 sentences or 5 words,
I get what you're
and they
saying.
do it.
Okay.
I hate
Yeah.
the one thing I hate is when they're just like, it's in the future, we could do whatever we want, or it's supernatural, we could do whatever we want. Like, to me, that is the weakest excuse in any movie.
With Supernatural, I don't like 2 explanations because it's hard. You can't really explain Supernatural.
No, but they could give you something that somewhat makes sense. Not like in the movies when all of a sudden the guy's.
Hey, think about it. If it's supernatural, nothing makes sense anymore. Okay.
But if it's supernatural as well, and no one's been able to kill something for 100 years,
all it has to do is make sense for the plot of the movie. It doesn't need to make sense for scientific reasons or anything like that.
No, I'm not talking about scientific reasons, but if you're gonna take something that hasn't been killed in 200 years, and all of a sudden some bum who can kill him. What is the reason that he's the one who can kill them? You have to explain how that works.
I'm not saying not explain anything, but I'm just saying you don't need to go overly into it.
No one said overly. I'm just saying they have to explain.
Want. I can tell. It's in your tone.
They just need to be able to. No, I just don't want to completely omit any explanation. That's what I don't want.
I get what you're saying. That's fair. That's fair. But I mean, like, I feel like you're still gonna find something to complain. Like, no, they didn't say how many years he was learning how to drive
just because you try to argue the Matrix doesn't have any story flaws and you were wrong about that.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I was at work and I was talking to people and they're like, yeah, like the Matrix is like one of the greatest movies ever, like way better than Inception. And I was like, oh yeah, I know, I'm not crazy. I was right. But yeah. So like, forget the Matrix. I'm gonna watch this. I'm excited for this. I think I have not the highest expectations, but I have moderate expectations that it's gonna deliver. I like the director. I'm a big fan of his film Don't Breathe. I like his Evil Dead reboot that he did, Fede Alvarez. So I think he's gonna at least deliver something visually stunning, which it looks like from the trailer. But hopefully the story's just as good as the visuals. So yeah, I'm gonna watch it in theaters. I know you're probably gonna wait for streaming, right?
Honestly, at this point, I don't have any intention of watching it.
I think it's actually gonna go. I think it's gonna go straight to Hulu after the theaters.
Unless you come and tell me it's the most amazing movie ever, I probably won't watch it.
Okay, so now I know what to tell you. Got it.
And then if you lie to me,
yeah, well, you'll have to watch and find out if I lied to you or not.
now I just won't watch it because I'm just gonna be like, you're lying to me.
Hey, fool, just watch the movie, okay? When it's free on streaming, just watch it. I think it's gonna eventually. It's gonna
my time is valuable.
Oh, brother, come on, stop it. It's not that valuable. You can watch. It's probably not. I think it's only like an hour and 40 minutes or something, so it's not overly long movie. You can manage that. All right then. Yeah. So everybody, let us know what you think. If you guys even want, if you guys are hyped for the new Alien movie. If you're not, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and more content is coming your way. 24 Chambers of Film. Peace.